have had a complaint from a member of police staff.
Well, first of all, could you identify yourself on me?
Yes, certainly. My name's Sergeant 1789 Pope. I'm the duty sergeant on today. Got no issue with your video. That said, I'd ask you not to video inside there, members of police staff. If your actions cause alarm, harassment, or distress to them, you may commit an offence. Okay, right. Well, just so you know, that is a public area, okay, and I'm well within my rights to be in there and filming. Sir, okay. Sir, I'm not saying you are. I'm saying if your actions cause alarm, harassment, and distress. Okay. As members of the sir, you listen. As an officer, okay, no, please you listen, can't sir, be alarmed and distressed. Actually, we can.
No, you cannot. You need to look at case law, and you will actually see that you cannot be alarm and distress right in your actual officer's
that's the
duty.
Case of RV Oram. That's not in relation to what we're doing now. I'm talking about police staff, not police officers.
Okay.
Sir, I'm talking.
Welcome back to Rate the Audit. This is not just content. This is a mission to expose misconduct, defend rights, and demand accountability. Today we begin with an auditor standing outside a police station where nothing unlawful is happening. Yet what unfolds is a display of arrogance and intimidation. A sergeant storms out without a legal leg to stand on, determined to chase away the camera that holds him accountable. The air is tense, but Claude holds firm, his camera rolling, his voice steady, his knowledge sharp. The sergeant tries to twist the law. He tries to invent powers he does not have. He leans on threats he cannot enforce, but Claude is ready. He meets falsehood with fact and intimidation, with courage, as the sergeant grows frustrated. Claude stays calm, and every second that passes pushes the officer closer to his own downfall.
I'm allowed to film anything I can see from public.
I'm not saying that you
okay?
are.
So if I film them, if I film them and I'm in public, okay, then I am doing nothing unlawful. Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, correct.
Right, so if you cause alarm, harassment, and distress through your actions, okay, then you commit an offence on Section 5 of the Public Order Act.
Section 5?
No, so
okay. So have you got a member of the public that's a complainant?
I'm not saying that you've done that yet, and I'm not saying, I'm just advising you. I've got no problem with you videoing here.
Well, have you got a member of the public that's a complainant?
Well, police staff
is not a member of the public. No, they are not. Not when they're actually working.
They are?
Not when they're working, sir. You need to actually justify that. They are police staff and they're in an office.
The sergeant begins with claims that filming inside the station could cause harassment, alarm, or distress. He points to police staff, as if that gives him authority. But Claude knows better. He explains clearly that filming in public is lawful, that officers and staff alike cannot simply claim distress to silence scrutiny. The law demands more than discomfort. It requires abusive or threatening behavior which is not present here. Yet the sergeant clings to his weak argument, hoping Claude will falter. But the auditor is solid. He refuses to accept intimidation. He points out that staff working in a police environment are public servants. They cannot hide from accountability simply because a lens is pointed in their direction. This is not harassment. It is transparency, and it is the very right the public holds to keep power in check.
Not to video the staff. If you want to video us, that's fine. You're more than happy to do so.
No, I will video the staff if they're actually in the
if I do get a complaint, so then you may be dealt with under that matter. Okay.
Well,
and that's it. That's the end of it.
And just remember, it will be completely unlawful. It will be completely unlawful.
Well,
okay, but also, can I just mention to you as well? Can you tell me why you didn't actually tell me that you put your body camera on, sir?
Okay. I apologise for that. My body camera's on. Is there a reason why you didn't tell me you were videoing me?
I don't need to. Okay, under your actual code of ethics.
Thank you very much for your time, sir.
So
yes, go on. Under my code of ethics.
Under your code of ethics, under section 3.5, okay, you're meant
3.5 what?
3.5 of your code of ethics.
Sir, there's no such thing as 3.5.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is, sir. You need to actually look at it, okay? It actually states that a member of the public must be informed at the first possible moment when you actually turn your body camera on.
When challenged, the sergeant pivots to Section 5 of the Public Order Act, 1986. He warns that if Claude's filming causes alarm or distress, then it may become an offense. It sounds official, but it is smoke and mirrors. Section 5 is clear. It requires threatening or abusive or disorderly behavior, and filming in silence does not qualify. Courts have ruled time. And again, that discomfort is not a crime. Journalists, photographers, and tourists with cameras would all be guilty if it were the case. But the sergeant continues to dress up his discomfort as lawplord, calmly dismantles the claim, explaining that filming alone cannot cross the threshold. The truth is obvious. The sergeant knows he cannot win with law, so he tries to win with fear, but fear has no effect on a man.
You actually tell me.
Can you wait?
Okay.
Stop
and
talking
you do
for a
not.
second.
No,
and then let
please
me
don't
explain.
talk to me that way.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to
Do
give
not
you a
talk
card.
to me in that
Sir,
manner.
I'm going to give you a card with my details on, so you can make a complaint that I didn't inform
Don't
you
worry, I will be.
that I had my body worn video.
I will be. Don't worry about that.
I didn't. I was more concerned with your actions at the time. But
What, my action? What, filming in public?
What? No, what you're trying to
Filming
do...
in public,
No,
sir.
what you're trying to do is just bait police officers
No,
and other people.
that's a presumption, okay? What
Well,
you got to remember, a presumption,
not,
okay,
but-
that's your own personal presumption, sir.
I'll give you my details.
Okay, your own personal presumption, and your own personal presumption
So
is
I'm not
not
going to
law.
argue with you. I'm just advising you.
Okay,
But if you
yeah,
watch the
but
video in
your
public, you're
presumption
more
is
than
not
welcome.
law.
No, it's not.
Okay, so just
I never
remember
said
that.
it was.
Okay.
So
So don't tell me that I'm trying to bait police officers.
You are?
No, I would have gladly have had a nice conversation with you, sir, if you would have approached me in a different manner.
Never intending that at all.
Really?
Really? You're doing this specifically
no,
because
sir,
you
you're
want
making
someone to interact
another
with you.
presumption again.
I've come out to speak
How have
to
you made it
because
as
I've
a
had
sergeant?
complaint.
How have you made it as a sergeant when
There you
you
go.
make so many presumptions? Okay.
The argument shifts again as the sergeant suddenly realizes his own body camera is running. Claude asks why he was not told for transparency. Officers are required by their own code of ethics to inform the public when recording begins. The sergeant shrugs it off, claiming there is no such duty. But the code is clear. Honesty and openness are expected standards of professional conduct. Claude presses the point, exposing the contradiction. Members of the public are not required to announce filming, but officers are because their footage is official evidence. Yet here stands a sergeant denying his own obligations. It is a moment that shows the hypocrisy at play. The rules are bent against the public.
Uniform.
sir, I
Okay.
appreciate
Are you
that.
telling me
But
that you're going to murder someone next? Okay, is that what it is? Okay, so I can make a presumption, okay, on you, okay, and this is
Goodbye,
only
sir,
using it
thank
as an example. So are you telling me then
I
that
say
you
so.
would actually murder someone else? Would you, sir? Don't do that, you prick!
What are you doing?
You're such a prick.
I'm trying
Okay?
to come
No,
through the
no,
door.
you deliberately push that to try and push me over. Okay, and don't make it look like you weren't.
Please don't shout at me in the inquiry.
I'm not shouting,
Are
sir.
you here for a legitimate reason?
Okay.
Are you here for a legitimate reason?
Well, what I'm here to see, okay, I will
Are
go
you
and
here
see.
for a legitimate reason? Do you
Yes,
need
I
to
am
speak
here
to an
for a
officer?
legitimate reason.
Do you need
Yes, I
to
am.
speak to someone? Would
Yes.
you like to tell me what that is?
Okay.
And I'll get an officer to
Not
come
you,
speak to you.
it's your actual inspector I would like to see.
He's not here at the moment, but I can
Okay.
give you the details on how you can contact him.
If you could. Okay, because that
Yeah,
was
if you
completely out of
contact-
order.
If you contact 101...
No, I'm not doing it via 101,
well, if you want to speak to
I will
somebody
actually
in
do
the
it in
office,
here.
They'll take the
Okay?
details for you.
And that I will do.
Okay.
Okay? But you are absolutely out of order for what you just done. Don't make it look like you didn't do
Well, no,
anything.
that's what
It's
you
all on
said. I was
camera.
walking
No,
through
was
it.
it hell? Was it hell?
Instead of addressing the facts, the sergeant slips into presumption. He accuses Claude of being there only to bait officers. He repeats it again and again as if saying it makes it true. But presumption is not evidence and accusations are not law. Claude reminds him sharply that presumption has no place in policing. He turns the point back on the sergeant. If presumption were valid, then he could presume anything, even absurd claims that have no basis in reality. This leaves the sergeant exposed because he cannot point to a single unlawful action committed by Claude. His entire stance crumbles under the weight of his own bias. The truth is simple. Claude is filming it.
Sir, if you keep swearing at me and you keep being
Arse is
abusive,
not swearing, sir.
then I will ask
Arse
you
is
to
not
leave the
swearing.
station.
Arse is
Sir,
not
I'm going to
swearing.
ask you to leave the station if you carry on trying to
Can you tell
behave
me?
in this
Can
manner.
you tell me whether or not that is swearing or not? Arse is not swearing.
You're shouting at me.
I'm
You're
not
shouting
I'm
at
not
me.
shouting.
You are.
I'm
so
not
if
shouting.
you want to make your complaint, there's the inquiry office.
I'm not
I'm more
shouting.
than happy to do so. If you have no legitimate reason to be
Okay.
here, I will
I have
ask
a
you to leave.
legitimate reason. Okay.
What's your legitimate
Well,
reason?
I'm waiting
sir?
for you to go, and then I'll go in there.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, I'll wait for you to go.
Thank you.
Okay. Because you are absolutely out of order.
Sir, there's no point following me in.
I'm not following you in through that door. I'm not following you in
Sir,
through that door.
go sit
No,
down,
I want
please.
you to go, and then I'll carry on with my business.
Okay.
And I've already told you that 3 times. As soon as you go, I will carry on with my business.
You're just being argumentative unnecessarily.
No, you tried to push me over.
I didn't.
Yes, you did. It's all on camera, so don't worry about it.
It's all on camera.
Yep, and I will be getting a copy of those.
I'm sure you will, sir. You have a nice
Okay.
day. Thank you for your time.
All right.
The exchange grows heated as frustration boils over the sergeant, struggles to maintain control. His tone shifts from authority to anger, and then to recklessness. And in that recklessness, he makes a move that will define the entire encounter as he storms back inside the police station. He slams the revolving door so hard that it crashes into Claude. It is not an accident. It is deliberate. A petty act of physical aggression from a man in uniform against a man with a camera. The sound echoes. The impact is clear, and the cameras catch it all in that instant. The sergeant crosses from intimidation to assault, and the case against him is sealed not by words, not by claims, but by undeniable